in exercise 6-4, and this one's going to check zip codes. I'm going to prompt the user to enter a zip code to see if it is in our list of acceptable zip codes. So we have an array of strings. An array of strings. Could be considered a two-dimensional array, but in this instance, we're just calling it a one-dimensional array. Array of strings. We have in it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 available zip codes. And so we're going to have to start out with, let's declare some variables. Go in here, we'll declare an integer, a string. We'll come up with a Boolean and find out if it was actually found or not. So from there, we need to prompt the user to enter the zip code. So go ahead and enter the zip code for delivery, and we'll read it and store it in our entry zip. And we need to, at this point, navigate through our loop, or I should say our array. So we'll come up with our structure. So we've got a for loop, start at 0, as long as it's less than the length of the array, and we haven't found it. We're going to keep going through this thing. Once we found it, we're going to stop though. Okay? So what's going to happen in our loop? Well, in our loop, we want to check to see if what we were given, entry zip, is in one of those indexes. So we'll start out index 0, 1, 2, and work our way on up. So we have to check the condition, see if it's true. So if entry zip is equivalent to zips 0, go ahead and write. We found it. We're good. But we come down here. What if we haven't found it? Well, if we haven't found it, that means we don't deliver there. So if it's not found, go ahead and write that out. See if it'll run for me the way it is. Enter a zip for delivery. Let me try a valid one, 60188. Sorry, no delivery for 60188. Now, I've got issue with my indentation there. So let's go back and run it again. 60188. Still doing it. And the reason we're doing it is because of my indentation here. Back up. Indentation is huge for us. Let's go that way. So it's not in my for loop. Or is it in my for loop? I do have it in my for loop, and I don't want it in my for loop. So we'll go ahead and close out our for loop before our if. Now let's go ahead and do it. So at this point, enter zip for delivery, and let's do 90210. There we go. Delivery to 90210 is okay. I'll run it again. 33410. Sorry, no delivery to 33410. So, learn it over and over again. Indentation makes a big difference in what we're doing. We got to be aligned to know where our starts and stops are. We can navigate through our arrays using that for loop, and it's easy to use a for loop because we only need to worry about the length of the array. And this one, we just did it until we found it. Since it wasn't found, came out, sorry, there's no delivery there. So that's 6.4. I'll see you in 6.5.